Ayo, what's up everyone? It's June here, and welcome to Quick Reviews, a hopefully weekly series where I talk about some albums that just came out in a more condensed way than on individual rankings or reviews. Main reason why I want to start this is mostly because one, I have way less time to make videos now because of college and work. And second, it would give me an opportunity to talk about some projects that I usually wouldn't in a full video. And really, there are a ton of albums that I want to talk about. I just don't have the time for. And hopefully, I actually go on with this series and not make only one episode of it like I usually do with those things. Yeah, I hope you kind of enjoyed this first edition. And to start things off, I'm not actually going to talk about albums that came out this week because I'm a damn completionist, and I know if I start this series right in the middle of a month, I'm just gonna want to talk about the releases that came out before this week in the same month. So hopefully, I'll be able to pump out a couple of videos for every week of September before October. So we're gonna start with new projects from 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So we got 6 albums on the docket for this episode. So let's start things off with. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this, because I know there are a couple artists here that I usually enjoy their music, like RL Grime and Lizdek, but the overall package here kind of just isn't my thing. I feel like Sable Valley Trap is usually kind of pretty good, but here, I don't know, it just kind of sounds a bit weaker, watered down, or maybe I just like it more in moderation. And the influences of the new hard wave trend are kind of apparent here. And yeah, also if you have the artists here that I'm just not into. But honestly, if there's just one highlight that I want to make, it's that there's a hardstyle remix of Stay For It. I don't know how I can live life knowing that there's a goddamn remix of that song, that hardstyle. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is just. I prefer Volume 1. Another compilation with a lot of artists that I usually really like, but I just cannot get into. And one of the main reasons, honestly, is that Lady Gaga's vocals most of the time don't fit with the remixes, or they fit really awkwardly. So that kind of throws me off. But also that some songs just, yeah, they're just not really my thing, or I would have preferred if they were maybe like standalone songs and not remixes. Yeah, I'll stick with the original Chromatica. Once again, Cloudcage proves that he's one of the best up-and-coming artists in the progressive house scene, and with this new EP, the songwriting really improved from that last EP that came out just 6 months ago. The songs are also longer, but also more atmospheric and beautiful, and once again, the narrative that he built off with the 3-1-15-19 EP falls here, and it's really interesting, captivating, just an overall amazing EP. And I'm looking forward to what's next. Yeah, really like this. A solid EP with lush soundscapes, some atmosphere, some really great acoustic elements, and some lovely vocals. Honestly, not a lot to say about this other than it's really beautiful listen and worth your time. EMBRZ is probably one of my favorite artists in the prog house genre, and this debut album on Lane 8's label This Never Happened is possibly his best body of work thus far. Absolutely killer, no filler, some great vocal performances, some gorgeous melodies here. Just overall, this is quite an amazing listen for a debut album after a string of great EPs. This is so welcome.
you go from zero.
Lil Simz just blew me away on this record. Some amazing songwriting, really great production. A lot of songs really feel anthemic. The flows are amazing. Just the overall project just feels so cohesive with all the interludes. Okay, Lil Simz just won me with this album. One of the greatest hip hop records of the entire year. Just fantastic, and y'all should give this a try. Really solid experience. So yeah, this is gonna wrap up this little episode of quick reviews. I hope you kind of enjoyed it. I know I didn't talk about Drake's Certified Lover Boy. I also don't want to listen to it because goddamn, I heard some snippets. There's a fucking interpolation of I'm Too Sexy by Right Said Fred on this, and it's fucking Future singing the hook of that song. Oh my god, it sounds messy. And that lyric of like, girl, you're a lesbian, me too, by Drake just goddamn just turned me off right away. And the fucking album cover, does this imply that he knocked out 12 girls at one time? And if so, I think I get why he's releasing all those albums like every year. Because damn, he must pay a lot of child support.
I'm too sexy for this girl, too sexy for your girl.